Namaskar, I am Pratish Kumar Khare, Safety Sevak. Today I am going to discuss the salient points of the BOCW, Building and Other Construction Works, Regulation of Employment and the Condition of Services Act 1996. The construction industry is one of the oldest and the most hazardous industry contributing to high rate of fatal and serious accidents. Statutory protection has now been provided to the building and construction workers through this act. What is the objective? Why this BOCW is required? To regulate the employment and the condition of services of building and other construction workers and to provide for their safety, health and welfare measures and for other matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. The Act came into force from the 1st March 1996. The applicability of the BOCW. Every establishment which implies or had implied or any day of the proceedings 12 months 50 or more building workers in any building or other construction works. So, which area will be considered as a building and construction works? These are the construction, alteration, repairs, maintenance, or demolition of, or in relation to building, streets, roads, railways, tramways, airfields, irrigation, drainage, embankment and navigation works, flood control works, generation, transmission and distribution of power, water works, oil and gas installation, electric lines and wireless, radio, television, telephone, telegraph and overseas communications, dams, canals, reservoirs, water courses, tunnels, bridges, viaducts, aqueducts, pipelines, towers, cooling towers, transmission towers, etc., but does not include in any building or other construction work to which the provisions of the Factories Act 1948 or the Mines Act 1952 applies. Okay, sir. Now that who is the building worker? A person who is employed to do any skilled, semi-skilled or unskilled manual supervisory, technical or clerical works for hire or reward in connection with any building or other construction work, but does not include a person who is employed mainly in a managerial or administrative capacity or who being employed in a supervisory capacity draws wages exceeding 1600 rupees per mention or exercise either by the nature of the duties attached to the office or by reason of power vested in him, functions mainly of managerial nature. Okay, sir. Now, what is the establishment? Establishment means any establishment belonging to or under control of government, anybody corporate or firm, an individual or association or other body of individuals which or who employs building workers in any building or other construction work and includes an establishment belonging to a contractor but does not include an individual who employs such worker in any building or construction work in relation to his own residence, the total cost of such construction not being more than the rupees 10 lakhs. So, employer, who is employer? In relation to an establishment means the owner thereof and include in relation to building or other construction work carried on by or under the authority of any department of government directly without any contractor the authority specified in this behalf, or where no authority is specified, the head of the department. In relation to building or other construction work carried on by or on behalf of a local authority or other establishment directly without any contractor, in chief executive officer of that authority or establishment. In relation to a building or other construction work carried out on by a through a contractor or by the employment of building workers supplied by a contractor, then who is the contractor as per the definition mentioned in the BOCW 1996? Contractors means a person who undertake to produce a given result for any establishment other than a mere supply of goods or articles of manufacture by the employment of building workers, or who supplies building works for any works of the establishment and includes a subcontractor. The I will touch upon something on the main provision relating to safety. As I told you in my other podcast or videos or the reels, this safety is my business, and safety should be your business also. And safety should be everybody's business who are working in any establishment, in any industry, any working area, where is the workers are performing the task. They have to think about that. But here today I am discussing about the BOCW. So main provision relating to safety, I am going to touch upon that. The constitution of safety committee. The employer of every establishment ordinarily employing 500 or more building workers shall constitute a safety committee of such number of representatives of the employer and the equal number of the building worker. Appointment of safety officer. The employer of every establishment ordinarily employing the 500 or more building workers shall appoint a safety officer possessing a professional qualification. Notice of certain accidents. Employer of any establishment shall give notice to an accident which causes death or which causes bodily injury, because of which the person injured is prevented from the working for a period of 48 hours or more following the accidents. The concerned authority would make investigation if accident caused death of 5 or more persons. It shall make inquiry into such accident within 1 month of receipt of the notice. The registration of the establishment, it is given, it is not generally in connection with the safety, but something I'm going to say. Every establishment shall make an application to the registering officer for registration of the establishment within a period of 60 days from the commencement of this act. So responsibility of employer, that is the main feature of that. An employer shall be responsible for providing constant and adequate supervision for any building or other construction work in his establishment to ensure compliance with the provision of this act relating to safety, and for taking all practical steps necessary to prevent accident. That rules also made under that rule for the safety and the health of the building workers. It has been given the appropriate government may make rule regarding the measures to be taken for the safety and health of the building workers in the course of their employ, and equipments and the appliances necessary to be provided to them for ensuring their safety, health and protection. Yes, it is must employer has to ensure. If that their contractors are not providing, they have to think to provide. Such rules may provide for all or any of the following matter: the safe means of access, The precautions to be taken in connection with the demolition of the whole or any substantial part of a building, the handling of the uses of explosive under the control of the competent person, uh, the erection, installation, use, and the maintenance of the transporting equipment, the erection, installation, use, and maintenance of the hoist, lifting appliances, and the lifting gears, including periodical testing, the adequate and the suitable lighting of the every workplace and the approach thereto of every place where the raising of the lowering operation with the use of the hoist is going on, the precautions to be taken to prevent inhalation of dust, fumes, gases, or the vapors during any grinding, cleaning, spraying, or the manipulation of any material, and steps to be taken to secure and maintain adequate ventilation for every working place or the confined space. The measures to be taken during stacking or the unstacking, stowing or the unstowing of the material of goods or handling in the connection therewith. The safeguarding of the machinery, including the fencing of every flywheel and every moving part of a prime movers and every part of the transmission or other machineries. The safe handling and the use of the plant, including tools, equipment operated by the compressed air, the precaution to be taken in case of fire, the limits of weight to be lifted or moved by the workers, the safe transport of the workers to or from any workplace by water, and the provision of the means for rescue from the drowning. The steps to be taken to prevent danger to workers from the live electric wires or the operators, including electrical machinery and tools, and from the overhead wires. The keeping of the safety nets, safety sheets, and the safety belts where the special nature or the circumstances of the work render them necessary for the safety of the worker. The standards to be complied with the regard to the scaffolding, ladders, stairs, lifting appliances, ropes, chain, and accessories. The precaution to be taken with the regard to the pile driving, concrete work, work with hot asphalt, tar, or other similar things. The safety policy, that is to say, a policy relating to steps to be taken to ensure the safety and health of the building workers, the administrative management, therefore, and the matters connected therewith to be framed by the employers and the contractors for the operations to be carried out on a building or other construction work. The information to be furnished to the Bureau of Indian Standards established under the Bureau of Indian Act, this, if you know that has to be informed to them. The provision and the maintenance of the material facilities for the building workers. The central government may frame model rules in the matters, and the mention above the rules in respect are being framed and will be notified. This inspecting staff also require Director General of Inspection, Chief Inspector of Inspection, Joint Chief Labor Commissioner. These are the inspecting body that time to time they have to visit. One thing is very clear, the power of inspectors. It has to be clear. He can enter at all reasonable hours which with such assistance, being person in the service of the government or any local or the other public authority as he think fit any premises or the place where the building or other construction work is carried out on for the purpose of examining any register or the record of notice required to be kept or exhibited by the under this act, and require the production thereof for the inspection. So this was the, in short, I have tried my level best to discuss something about the BOCW. The BOCW Act 1996 is a tool, I should say, to clarify what the safety measures have to be adopted for the workers who are performing the task, and it is the responsibility of the employer as well the appointed safety officer. And these safety officers should have the backup with the safety sevak. And who is the safety sevak, how the safety sevak should be appointed, and what is the benefits of the safety sevak, you can see and you can search on the TSW mentors for that video available in YouTube. And you can contact me directly, and my email address are available with all the which I provided the videos on YouTube. Thank you. I will come with the new topics, and my target is that the basic things has to be clear to all the person who are performing the work and the managerial capacity or the supervisory capacity, or to the worker also. Worker should also be aware. He is having the right under the Factories Act 1948. Okay, thank you. I will say goodbye. Thank you.